Moving on to the NFC East.
Ain't nobody ever gonna see it. They garbage. The Cardinals ass.
I think the Cowboys are the best team in this division. I don't think they win it though, because I think someone rigged the Eagles' schedule. I got really the Eagles have just some lapses where it's like y'all let these niggas play JV. I think Dallas overall is a better team. I'm more scared if I had to play Dallas in the postseason than Philadelphia. I think Dallas. My whole philosophy with them is like I think Dallas is going to be a top 5 offense as long as everybody's healthy. And I think their defense just needs to be average, and they will be fine.
We catching your background, Will.
But Dallas does have. Yeah, see, Dallas runs into some stretches. They got to go. Let's see here. It's like they have a stretch. Baltimore.
I'm
at
so
Houston.
high on Dallas.
No, I'm high on Dallas too. But like I get stretches here. Like starting in week 3, I go Baltimore at Houston, Tampa Bay at Green Bay at Philly. And if you were to tell me in that stretch, again, obviously, teams always win like a game that they're quote unquote supposed to lose by the odd makers. Obviously, that happens. But if you also told me they went 1-4 in that stretch, I don't know if I'd be horribly surprised. I think they're going to beat up all the easy teams on their schedule, or all the teams they should beat on their schedule, because I think offensively they are just going to be that good. And again, defensively, they were 32nd in several categories last year. And I just think they are going to be my Titans take from 2 years ago, where I'm just like, okay, put anybody but Will Levis on this team. They're not worst in the league. Fun fact, that didn't work out. But same logic with the Cowboys. Give them the 17th best defense in the league. I think they're going to be a really good team. But I think the Eagles' schedule is a little more favorable than theirs. So I think Dallas makes the playoffs, but I think Philly is going to win the division. I'm not high on the Giants really whatsoever. Like, I know they hired John Harbaugh, and they are a popular pick, a bunch of media people, as far as like they're going to be a good team now. You got a quarterback that lives in the blue tent. I'm not a Scatabo guy. I think Malik Neighbors is crazy, but he's coming off an injury. Andrew Thomas is also excellent. He's also, he's going to miss 5 or 6 games a year. And I'm not convinced John Harbaugh is like a great coach. So, and the Commanders, man, that's a rough fall from grace. He was in the NFC Championship game just 2 years ago. I still think Jaden Daniels is really, really good, and I think he's getting kind of ignored in some of the conversations for like best second year or best now third year quarterback. I think he is still the guy.
He's very much not being ignored by anybody today.
Well, that's for a different situation. But I do think that like the Commanders roster, I wonder if we're going to look back on this and we're like, man, like, was that your one opportunity? Was his rookie year going to end up, when we look in 2 or 3 years, like, damn, that was their one chance to really make it, and now they're old in a lot of places. There's not a lot of talent on this team. Like, is Terry McLaurin still an elite wide receiver, which is what he's been for most of his career?
Still.
I got a lot of questions with the Commanders. I'm not high on the Commanders. I'm not high on the Giants.
Hold on, we not going to just skip over that. What do you mean still an elite wide receiver? When was Terry McLaurin an elite wide receiver?
I think if you had asked right after, so that rookie season, like, so Jaden's
Terry
rookie
McLaurin's
season,
always been really good. Elite is like top 10.
I think Terry was top 10. I think Terry would have been top 10 that season that they had when they got to the title game.
In 2024?
Like, take out the obvious ones. He's not Jamar. He's not Jefferson. He's not A.J. Brown. He's not
So take out all the elite guys.
No, but those are the top 5 guys. He said top 10. The top 5, I think, is pretty much – the top 5 has been on lock. Like, the top 5 has been primarily Chase, Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra, and – why am I
Puka is in there.
Puka's in there. Like, but if you would ask, like, at that point in time, like, do y'all think Drake London is a top 10 receiver?
Yeah.
Okay. At 2024, I think Terry was considered higher than Drake London. And I think Terry would have been.
In 2024, I don't know if he was higher than Drake London. 2024, Tyreek Hill was still running around, right?
And
Tyreek
all
Hill
right,
would
so
have been. Yeah.
let me run this real quick before we get into it. In 2024, was Terry better than Jamar?
No.
Was he better than Amon-Ra?
No.
Was he better than Malik Neighbors?
Malik's rookie season?
Yes.
He went crazy.
Malik's
not
rookie.
better.
Okay,
He was
so
crazy.
that's.
He went crazy.
Neighbors' rookie season was crazy. I don't know if niggas would have said off one season he was already better than Terry, who had several.
I'm just
years
talking about that
being super
season.
productive.
I'm not saying going
Well,
forward.
because that's the season you saying he was top 10. So if we going off,
Correct.
I can
but
only
that's
go
what
off
he
of
had.
that year.
What I'm saying is he was top 10 based on what he had done in his career plus that season. So, like, was he considered a top 10
He definitely
guy?
wouldn't have been top 10 if it was based on what he had done in his career up to that point.
I think we sleeping on Terry McLaurin, man.
No, we're not, Justin. In 2024, Terry McLaurin had 82 catches for 1096. He had 13 touchdowns. Can't take it away from him. But, like, was he better than Jettas in 24? No. Was he better than CD in 24?
So coming into 2024, he had 5. That was his 5th straight season over 1,000 yards. He had the 13 touchdowns. I don't know if you said it, if your mic was muted.
No.
Yeah, 5 consecutive seasons over 1,000 yards. He had the 13 touchdowns that season. They were in the NFC Championship game. And Terry kind of gets the boost of, we've never really loved his quarterback. That was his first year. It was considered to be like, oh, you got what we thought was going to be a great quarterback.
Oh no, he wasn't top 10 that year.
He wasn't top 10.
Jerry Jeudy had 1,200 yards that year.
But niggas, no one ever thought Jerry Jeudy was top 10. That's
Even
I'm
even
not
off the
entertaining
look.
Terry versus Jerry Jeudy.
Let's take away the numbers. Even off the look, he wasn't top 10. He just wasn't.
He was the most consistent.
Like, I'm gonna name the receivers
Mike
who had
Evans
more
top 10?
yards than him. Garrett Wilson.
In 2024, yes.
Garrett Wilson had more yards than him in 2024 too.
I'm not
JSN.
saying
I give him Garrett Wilson. I'm not giving him JSN in 2024.
in terms of, like, you saying JSN was better, or you saying JSN wasn't better in 2024?
No, JSN was better than him in 2024. His last Geno year, JSN was better than him. And like I said, I'm not even going off the numbers. I'm just going off the look. BTJ was better than him in 2024.
Yeah, he was third. He was third in yards.
But see, Brian Thomas, again, it's the 1 year. It's hard with BTJ and Malik because you don't normally give it to niggas off just the one season. Even if you say that individual season was better, if I'm saying who's ranked higher, it's hard to just off a rookie season say, oh, he's definitively better than a guy who, again, was on his 5th year consecutive doing that and has had
he had a great career up to that point. We're talking about first of all, it started off if he was elite or not. So we even getting into the waters of that. Like we getting into
top
this.
10
Was he
is
better
elite?
than niggas that was really good? He wasn't top 10, and that's okay. That's okay.
And I think that's the thing because even I guess even taking numbers out of it, like just looking at some of the other names, like he had more yards than Mike Evans, but was he better than Mike Evans?
Mike Evans missed 3 games, and Mike Evans still had only he had 90 less yards.
What about Nico Collins that year? And he had more yards than Nico Collins, but the look.
Nico's tough because when Nico plays, Nico looks like he's a top 5 guy. Like just off the look of how he plays and how he looks when people trying to play defense on him. But I don't think Nico's ever been a top 5 guy, but he just looks like one.
Was he better than AJ
I ain't gonna-
Brown?
No, he wasn't better than AJ Brown.
Jamison Williams had 1,000 yards off 58 receptions.
But Terry was better than James Williams. Anyway, we're not going to stay here.
No, I'm not even. I was just looking at the numbers. I'm not even saying he was better than Terry McLaurin, but I'm just looking at like the receptions and all this. I'm like, this nigga had 58 catches for 1,001 yards.
But that's his. But again, that's offense, that's quarterback play. That's again, Terry's put up numbers with niggas who are no longer in the league. And there's only a handful of receivers, and I'm not saying he's quite as good as these guys. There's only a handful of guys who do that consistently, and we do view them differently. Like DeAndre Hopkins was a guy because he had ass quarterbacks for his 4 or 5 years. Even if niggas had better numbers than DeAndre Hopkins, Hopkins got a boost in just what it looks like because we knew his quarterback wasn't shit.
Terry McLaurin has never been as good as DeAndre Hopkins was, though.
I'm aware of that. But it's that same line of thought. I'm not saying he's D-Hop. Not even remotely making that argument. But I'm saying it's that same logic of like, if Andre Johnson is like the peak of like nigga never had a good quarterback or rarely ever had good quarterback play and was still amazing, and you just kind of keep going down that ladder, you go down so many levels, like you get to Terry McLaurin. He is that version. Like in that same kind of thing. Again, Andre's like the peak of it.
It can't be Uchi Wally and one Mike, Justin. We can't boost the nigga up because his quarterback's his ass, but then hype up his stats.
No, it's absolutely, because if your quarterback is ass and you're still putting them numbers, niggas gave Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill was like the number one. He was literally voted number one player of the year. He did the almost 2K with Tua, and some of that was because niggas said he has Tua.
Okay.
All right. Hey, look, man, what y'all think about the NFC? Tony's high on the Cowboys. Talk about the Cowboys, Tony.
Very much. I am very high on Dallas. Very, very high on Dallas. I think this offense is going to be one of the 3 or 4, let alone 5 best offenses in the league. Mm-hmm. I think the defense got better. Obviously, having Quentin Williams for a whole year, they'll get DeMarvin Overshown on a full year. I think he came back late from the injury last season. I think Pickens is going to be fine. Like I think they're going to take care of him. I don't think he'll be an issue. I think he's going to get his money, and I would hope that he knows that. So I don't think that they'll get like any, Pittsburgh George Pickens. Like I think he's going to be really good again. Hopefully CD can stay healthy for the full year, and we know what he brings to the table. That offensive line is one of the best in the league. I would have liked to see them get a home run hitter at running back. Javonte is steady and was really good last year, and I think he'll be really good this year. But I would have liked to see them get some explosiveness in that running back room. And like I said, defensively, I think they're going to be really good. They got Kenny Clark and Quinnen up the middle. DeMarvin Overshown back. Azaraku was really good for them last year. They signed Vaughn as a situational pass rusher. Whatever Vaughn can bring them, we will see. But still having that veteran presence there that can rush the quarterback is always good. And then the secondary, I think the secondary is really good. I think Caleb Downs is my early pick for defensive rookie of the year. So
I think he's gonna be going crazy on that defense. Like
and to the schedule, they start off with the Giants, who I couldn't be lower on. They start off with the Commanders, who I also couldn't be lower on. And then they got the Ravens in Brazil. That can go either way. That's going to be a weird game. They have Houston in Houston, okay. which is pretty much a home game for the Cowboys, if anything, a neutral field. And that'll be a great defense versus a great offense. And then that Bucs game, I think that's at home for Dallas. I think that's a win too. Like I think Dallas starts the season off really strong.